Hey everyone, let's solve the first question from Biweekly contest 89, that is number of valid clock times. Now you're given a string 5 called time representing the current time on a digital clock in the format this. The earliest possible time is 00 and the latest possible time is 23:59. In the string time, the digits represented by the question mark are unknown and must be replaced with a digit from 0 to 9. Return an integer answer, the number of valid clock times that can be created by replacing this with a digit from 0 to 9. Okay, so let's see what the problem means. So basically we are saying that we have this string, right, and there are some question marks in it, and the valid times are from 0 to 23:59, right? So given a question mark here, we have to form we have to tell how many valid times can we form here, right? So how many valid times can we form here? So this question mark can be replaced from values from 0 to 9, right? So let's replace these values. You can have 0, 5, 0, 0. So this is a valid time. If we have 1, 5 and 0, 0, it is also a valid time. But if we say 2 here, right, we cannot put 2 here. Why? Because we can only have time until 23:59. If we put 2 here, it will become 25, which is not a valid time, right? So it's an easy problem, and you might have coded with brute force. I did too, but I found a very interesting solution to this problem. So it is also brute force, but a better brute force, right? So let's see how we can do it. So first we are traversing for 24-hour choices, right? So basically, how many choices can we have for hours? 24, right? And for seconds, how many choices can we have? 60, right? For minutes, right? So for that is what we are doing. We are traversing for every hour and for every minute, and then we are going inside of this condition. We're going inside of this condition, and then we're storing that value in our answer variable, right? So what are these conditions? So let's take a test case and test these conditions, right? Let's take this test case only and check what these conditions are doing. So basically these conditions all these conditions has to be met for ans to be incremented, right? If there is a question mark, right, so the first variable, so first element of time has a question mark, so this is satisfied always, right? Now this is the second condition, right? The second condition is checking whether we have time 1, right? So time 1 is equal to 5, right? If it is equal to h% 10, when will it be equal to h% 10? H% 10 basically means what? R modulo 10, right? When will it be, when it will be 5, right? And when it will be 15. This condition will be true only at these 2 hour times, right? And for minute time, we are checking for m by 10 here and m% 10 here. Now why m% 10? Because we want the value of the second digit here. And why m by 10 here? Because we want the value of the first digit of minute here. Similarly for r. And so we are checking these two conditions also, right? So if you see closely, these conditions will only be met for h is equal to 0, because m has to be 0, right? M is 0, right? M by 10 is also 0, and m% 10 in this case is also 0. So this will happen only for one iteration of this loop, right? The rest iterations will be for the r, right? So for the first iteration of r, we will have h is equal to 0, right? That will give us this h modulo 10 to be 5, and when it will be 1, right, 15, when h is equal to 15, then all these conditions will be true, right? So our ans will store 2 and it will return